Hello folks, and welcome to Erannorth Reborn. In the previous episode we stopped in Sling Bay. We had an underwater challenge, and now we will be doing the Drowned Horrors, which is also an underwater challenge. And in order to pull that through, we need either some good hex ward or the potion that we will be brewing in our lab. So let's go to our alchemy lab and enter there. I will purchase some alchemical reagents, so we are fully stocked, and I can also now purchase a few of the uncommon. Wouldn't hurt to have some. And in order to brew the potion, we need the Cure Feeble Mind and some of the reagents. So I will craft the Cure Feeble Mind potion, stash it. Now this won't refresh unless you change here. That's how it works. And we can now get the Cure Feeble Mind plus common alchemical reagent to gives us the Cure Frostbite. Stash that. No, we will take that and resume my journey. Okay, so now that we did take that, we also need to shuffle. I will summon one of my hags and shuffle. And go defeat the horrors. We'll be switching equipment to this one, potion belt. So load this set. Continue. Now Frostbite already did plenty of damage. I should have switched equipment before coming here for optimal results. That was a Frostbite of 5 hit points and 15 action points. I mean, we are underwater, okay, what do you expect? But now that we have Frostbite 9, if we were unable to cure it, then we'd have a serious problem. Like getting glamours instead. Okay, let's use a glamour here. We can get an irresistible charm or an unfettered. Control enemy 13. 51. Let's grab this guy. We also had a synergy mentor, but there is no point in mentoring my non-unique allies anything at this point. Let's use this, give him festering, and he will die. So let's move here. Blisters. We're gonna need this, unfortunately. And continue. So now the frostbite we suffered was 27 action points. And the potion is on our discard pile. No, we fetched the glamour, so that's why we couldn't find it. It's still here. So let's use it. King Gold. Aversion died upon arrival. Okay. Now we'll need to be shuffling our deck once more. Get Frostbite. Let's use Potion Belt. Cure it. We also have Rainbend's form. Bind. Let's use Star of the Dawn. Our hugs happens to be witches. Shuffle my deck. Cure Frostbite. Mug. So this one will take 12 damage. This one will take 4, 4, 4. Okay, so this one will die. And this one. This one. I won't spend more charges in this, it's quite valuable. We should use it when we have to. So our draw pile has a potion of healing. We spent all our charges, I think, in the anti-frostbite potion. And we have 2 drowned horrors to worry about. Now these guys are bosses and they are from the monster compendium. They have counterattack, so we better bring them below half. So we have some inevitable effects we can use. Let's start with this. Blisters can't target a boss. That's a pity. These target non-boss enemies, so let's use them in a non-boss enemy. Let's use the boot here. Bind. It's a non-boss. Why do I keep forgetting that? Let's use it. Play rotting flesh. We can stash that. We are done with this node. And we almost made it unscathed with the frost bites, which is a good thing. Okay, so let's stash this. We'll probably need it at some point. And we are done. We can now move to Lucina. That's awesome. Or to Seagull Rest, better Seagull's Rest. Before do that, we have Frostbite 1, which is not much of a problem. I won't do any more underwater stuff here, will I? No. Okay. Okay, so let's head to Seagull's Rest. Travel. This guy in the back, do unfettered, hearts close. We'll be switching to this set. knapsack. Now we can steal some wood from the ship. Why not? No one will notice. And loot the herbalist's cabin and get some herbs from there too. Continue. We'll add a beldam to my deck. Beldam is pretty good, especially if the enemy has bleeding, so we can give them festering. Sprinkling Night Hug. Inevitable Vulnerable. We'll put it here. Now there is Ophelia. Now Ophelia has the blackmail ability, which is interesting. But her most interesting ability is the come into play, the one that gives us the honey traps. And with honey traps we can make any enemy in the game into a unique ally. Not that blackmail is it's bad, it's pretty good as well. Especially since we have perks that boost control enemy. So let's start by recruiting Callisti to our little retinue. Team 4 plan. Sneak attack, bewitch, bleeding, venom, weaken, entangled. So none of these guys can get weaken, only this one can. I will be discarding this one, won't need it. Let's blackmail the spider to join us. And kill them with Thrush. Okay, we can pick one honey trap. Choose and draw. Thrush has supplies. Thrush has supplies. I just realized that. Okay, let's use cripple. And an inevitable vulnerable here. Can give this one delayed bewitch. Reactivating allies is never bad, because at the very least they can heal. Okay, we got Coven Witch, so we've been adding them to our draw pile. Carlisti. So we can make him a unique ally. It's a hug, so that's perfect. And let's kill some of our allies with his companions. Discard. Okay, so control enemy, gain unique synergy mentor. That would be a great addition to our deck, and we will mentor him. Now, if he can probably survive whatever we hit this guy with, but I think I want to have Raven's form as an option. And we can draw another. Okay, so now he has the Raven's form ability. And we have our first unique ally, who is already a hug. It's perfect. Thanks to Ophelia. As her gift, we'll make her a hug too. If we can. Okay, let's use this droid to our hand. We can't add more types to Ophelia, so she can't become a hug, which is sad, but let's go for Nafhotep and see if he can make a hug. Use inevitable vulnerable grip. Synergy penetrate. I don't think we will be needing that in these challenges that we will be fighting. Now there is no reason why not equipping this leather shirt. It's free. +1 resist slashing. And continue. Control enemy 16. Now we'll have Nafhotep for... let's make him into a frog. I don't think we have any other glamours left. We have a glamour in our deck. That's quite good stuff. Savlo was a very bad idea. And the reason for that, I just realized, is that we lost all our honey traps. That was awful. Okay, let's some inevitable vulnerables. Bring a bell down. Control enemy 20. Destroy enemy 18. Let's pass. Festering. Anyway, losing our honey traps was devastating, but yeah, we learn from our mistakes, I guess. The other thing is that I could afford one more slot at max for a permanent ally. I like having the freedom of controlling temporary ones. Like this one. That's like stealing candy from a kid. And we also gained a level. We'll get the Eclectic Wits. Got Strangulate. We have 1030 perk points. So let's go and invest some before going for the Alondra challenge. And soon we will be a wolf walking among sheep. Let's go to our race. So I will start by getting some resistances. Supernatural resilience. We'll get physical resistance. we'll get magic resistance, and Morgans here are at level 12. Pool of Darkness, Lethal Attraction. So, Illusion's expertise increases, bewitched enemies lose 5 hit points after the act. Enemies are not immune to bewitch as long as you are unclad. And if you have the hug from the workshop, this rule is changed to enemies are not immune to bewitch as long as you have Raven's form. Okay, let's get Lethal Attraction. And the other thing that we can do now that we completed all this is get the Expert Summoner. So Alchemy, Herbalism, and at this point we can also get the Notoriety Perk line. Survive the streets, increases Plagonic Cripple. Weakened enemies lose 2 hit points before they act, is what we care here. And Infamy is just a bridge to get Notoriety. As long as you have loyalty, enemies are not immune to vulnerable. Vulnerable enemies lose 3 hit points, as we don't play with sneak attack. But if we did, it would be very nice to have Infamy as well. Okay, so let's go for the Alondra challenge. Now notice that as we gain levels, areas keep growing and becoming harder, like the Forgotten Tomb here, like Nereis has still red areas and white, even though we are already 9 level. And this is because we have the campaign setting that is increasing areas challenge levels by our level divided by 3, so a plus 3 or 1.5 to 3. It's a random range, and this means that the next time that we will enter the world, areas will still be relevant. We won't be outpacing them as easy as we would in Conquest, for example. Okay, 26. Let's give him some inevitable vulnerable. Destroy. That's enough to kill him too. Glamour. So let's make our Callisti appear like a good looking hag. So she now has the illusion and looks a bit better, one might argue. Okay, let's start with reveal self. So this one will take 22 points of damage. Let's multicast 4 Gears of Famine. Now we have 37, 21, 15. 15 exactly there. 19, 21. Let's use Raven Swarm. Oh, nice. Now the Secret can actually kill Madame Ophelia, and we don't want that. Aura of Darkness, hit hurts, Pirate Cutthroat loses 6 hit points. So she will lose 6 hit points. Now the only way to get rid of such an aura is to cast the opposite aura. So if you can cast Concentrate, then it will lift this aura and will replace it with Consecrate. Otherwise, no. So Madame Ophelia will be having we will die in the next round. Unless we can heal here. With this. Have a Wild Rose. Blackmail. Let's use this. Again, Desecrate doesn't hurt us, but it does hurt. Does hurt our allies that aren't wicked. Madame Ophelia loses 6, Calliste loses 6. This is not wicked. We don't count as wicked because all hugs count as wicked. We count as wicked because our class specifies that explicitly. Okay, -2. Let's kill him with this guy. Vulnerable Sloth, Merge Power. Heal. Let's use it on Madame Ophelia. That's much we don't want to lose here. So let's Hack's form. Blackmail. That's a primal 17. We can also discard cards to use the discard ability. For instance, Hag's form let us draw while we are in Hag's form. We can craft Shakedown instead of the Blackmail, which will weaken. Control. Okay, at this point I don't see why not gather some herbs. And also set a camp. Here we can only craft tier 1 potions, so I don't think we have enough materials to do that. discard, synergy burn, synergy freeze. Okay, actually we can take Alondra and control here. Now there is one more. Okay, let's control here. And basically that's it. We completed this challenge as well, and I will be adding Xoraha roll to my deck. Turn to the world map. We have lots of farthings we can invest. We have some more perk points, but all that will wait for the next episode, where we will be moving towards the east. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be seeing you soon. Have a good night. Bye bye.